All right, so we're going to go over the basics of using Apollo.io and their database. Be very clear that this is just going to be a demo of their database. They have an engagement product, they have a playbook product or something like that. I don't use any of those things. So this whole video is just going to be about the database and querying the database. Like I've said in other videos, mainly what we do in my agency is we're using Apollo.io, bringing that data to Clay, and then sending the emails out from there. And so Apollo is that first step on our workflow, and it's because honestly, it's because of their coverage. Like if you just look at their people coverage, they've got 272 million people, which you know, like who knows how they kind of get that to that number, but it's just really great coverage. And then their company coverage is really large as well. You also see that there's a lot of workflows that we use that are really important to us, specifically around like one problem we had with other data providers is like every time I save a credit, it's added to this saved list over here. Other providers wouldn't give us access to those saved things, and we'd have to keep reusing credits. And now I know it tells me that like 10% of these people, over 10% of these people, have new job changes, and I get that, but I'm cool with that. And uh, like we could just keep using credits over here. And so first, we'll go over company filtering and then we'll talk about people filtering. And so basically, you have your high level stuff. The most important filter that I found inside of Apollo that has been super helpful for us is in the company tab right here. If you hit company filter, open that up. Hidden inside of here is this include exclude list of companies. You can take an account list and put this in here, and it'll only search for companies that match those websites. So if I put apple.com and then hit save search, now we've got Apple, iTunes, Xcode. Apple's large enough that's what's going to happen. But if I put in like clay.run or clay.com, whichever one they're actually, I wonder which one they have. Yeah, so great. And so clay.com comes up here with all of this information, right? And so what you can do is you can take a list from another place where you built your account list. Like imagine you build your account list in Crunchbase and their contact data is okay in Crunchbase. You build your list in Crunchbase, you bring it into Apollo, and then you can like get all of the companies in here as well. And so that's the first thing that I love to show people inside of Apollo. Account HQ location, super, super easy. Number of employees, industry and keywords. This is the one that we play with most often. I'll be showing you later how we do like a call it like a poor man's lookalike audience search by using the company keywords. Their filters are pretty much the same as what you get from public LinkedIn data. Buying intent, we've played with this a little bit. It's nothing crazy, but they have a buying intent platform. The buying intent platform on the back end is called Lead Sift. If you ever wanted to just look at their data alone, their technology data, I've actually found, so I've been told by the Apollo team that the technology data backing Apollo is built with data. And I've run these tests where if I were to build a list of Shopify stores using built with, and then um, pull the list of all the Shopify stores with like 10 to 100 employees, right? Download that list, upload that list of domains into Apollo, and then filter down by the industries that matter because like Biden for America has a Shopify store, the New York Times has a Shopify store, and we don't want to contact those people, right? And so then when we filtered down for industries that made sense, we got like 5,000 contacts, whatever it was. And then when we just used the technology filter inside of Apollo, and then we just put Shopify, and then used all of the same filters. Whoops, yeah, see, once we use the technology filter inside of Shopify, I mean inside of Apollo, and then filtered the industries that mattered, it was basically the same list as well. And so I know there's 470,000 companies inside of Apollo that qualify for using Shopify, and there's like 9 million or 5 million, I forget what it is, on Built With. A lot of those companies are companies that just launch a website and they set up. There's some people who have 30 Shopify stores just by themselves. So it's not like you're going to be able to find different contact information for all of them. And it might not even be public. They might not release that. They might not announce it on LinkedIn. And so you're not going to be able to get their contact information. So if you don't have access to Built With, oftentimes Apollo is just good enough. Revenue is okay. My big thing with revenue is if you ever want to be thinking about revenue, just worry about employee headcount. The big thing is, see how they have 65,000 public companies? I'm sure the revenue